Alright, hello, anyone who might see this. I'm doing my video with my brother Isaiah. He has the snake. Today, we're going to be talking about what is the best starter reptile, or best kind of reptile to start out with. Don't know what I'm going to title this video, but basically what I mean by that is would a snake, a turtle or tortoise, or lizard be the best? You know, there's another, there's like crocodilians, but, not most people aren't gonna start out with like crocodile or an alligator. I want an alligator though. So we're gonna start with snakes, because he's the only one that's in my room. My tortoise lives outside. My lizard, he lives in the hallway. He has an enclosure there. The first thing that's good about snakes is that they're compared to like a lizard. So he's 29 inches. A lizard, those 29 inches would need a huge enclosure. He right now he's in a 20 gallon. I hope to get him a 30 gallon soon. And my, what is he, 6 inches? My 6-inch tortoise takes up my entire backyard. He uses all of the space he has, so yeah, they need, they're slow, but they do get around. Another really good thing about snakes is that it's easy to feed them. You just give them a frozen mouse once a week. I'd say the only difficult part would be if your snake's picky, or if you're having difficulties figuring out the right size of mouse to feed your snake. Alright, so a few of the cons snakes have. The other ones is that some people might not be comfortable feeding mice, even if they're frozen. I recommend feeding frozen, thawed, always. Oh god! Alright, okay. So, those were the two pros that I could think of right off the top of my head. They're cool. They're fun to hold. They're cool, something to look at. Some snakes are more active than others. They don't need that big of an enclosure compared to lizards and tortoises of that size. What else? That's about it. They do really well in glass, unlike tortoises. Their poos aren't as bad. I'll go further into the lizards and tortoises later, but yeah, those are the pros. So a few of the cons. So some people might not like to feed their animals mice or other animals, especially with mice, because they are pretty cute. Yeah, I hope to get one in the future. Isaiah's interested in getting a snake at the moment, so hopefully he gets one. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can breed. Oh yeah, also, the baby decided to join the vibe. He's right there, staring at me. Yes, you are. Alright, little ginger bastard. Alright, where was I? I got a bit sidetracked. Are there any other cons? Oh yeah, some people are scared of snakes. That's a con. It's really hard for me to think of cons because I love these animals, so there's not much cons for me. Like the two cons that I've already listed, I personally don't mind them. Some people are scared, I'm not. I think my snake's bit me a total of 1 time while I was feeding him, and that's because I made the dumb decision of pointing at him before he got his mouse. And he was like, ooh, finger. And he grabbed my tip of my finger and he let go pretty much immediately. So yeah, it's just that. They don't bite very often, they prefer not to. Especially with corn snakes. You're probably wondering there's a random band-aid on my wall right there. No, it was not used. I just had a band-aid in my room. My friend was in here, he put it on the wall, and it's just been there ever since. So that's the story of the band-aid. Okay. Alright. Basically, this is my snake. He's pretty cool. If anyone's watching this, or who's been watching my video, there's like one person, which is like my girlfriend. This is my snake. He hasn't been in any other videos until now. He's a pretty cool snake. I like him. Simple corn snake. Everyone has one. But you can look at his pattern, as you can see. Good focus. He's a pretty cool looking dude. It's pretty small. He's a male, of course, so he's gonna stay smaller than a female. He's about 2 years old, I think. I'm in 7th grade, and right now I'm in 10th. So almost 3 actually, right? Yeah. So I'm about to be 15. I got him when I was like 12. Yeah. He's a bit older than my exact birthday, so he'll be just a little bit over 3 years. He's probably about 3 years right now. So he's perfectly able to breed, you know? He's, what, 29 inches, and I think they need to be like 2.5 feet, so he's just an inch off. So he's breeding size as well. He's pretty cool. Hopefully we can breed him in the future. That's why last year I broodmated him, just to get him on the cycle for when he's ready. I might do it again this year. Subscribe and you'll see that in a later video. Alright, so we're gonna do lizards next, just because he's the only other one inside. I was thinking I was going to do it all on different days, but just because I got the other one done so quickly, we might do it all in one day. If we do the tortoise one tomorrow, you might see me change shirts, so that's why. He's a pretty dope lizard. He's a blue-tongued skink. The only lizard I've had experience with. He's great. I'm scared he's gonna poop on me because he's infamous for that. So that's why I'm kind of looking down a bit too much. You know. He's really fun to feed. He's an omnivore, so we could like prepare his meals. He eats basically the same stuff as tortoises. If you've seen my Herman's Tortoise Diet video, you would know. They eat a lot of leafy greens. He actually, I'm pretty sure he needs more fruit than them, because they don't really need fruit at all. I think he does need a little bit in his diet. It's fun to watch him hunt down insects and stuff. So yeah, they're fun to have. They're fun to interact with because they're smart, you know. Problem with him is he thinks anything that goes in this enclosure is food. So actually, right before I was able to get him, he tried to get my finger. So that was a scary moment for me. My whole life flashed before my eyes because of Lieutenant Dan wanted to get my finger. He didn't get me, thankfully. Cons. They take up a lot of room. So he's 19 inches. So my snake is almost double his size. And his enclosure is less than half, like maybe like a quarter of the size. So yeah, they take up a lot of room compared to an equally sized snake. Okay, where are you going? These guys are like snakes with legs. I like to say that because where are you going? He's trying to get under me. They like to burrow, so if they try to like dig underneath you, that's why. They see a little hole, they're like, oh yeah, let's go in there. He must be comfy. Any other cons? He poops a lot, and it's really bad. It smells terrible. Worse than snake poo, or pretty sure it's worse than snake poo. And he just does it so often. Like snakes, you only have to deal with like poop once a week. Like with because they pretty much poop about as often as you feed them, and most snakes will be eating once a week. So yeah, oh my goodness, the baby's being weird. So I don't think they have any more cons. Oh, well, some lizards can drop their tail, and that might not be the best thing to see. Some lizards can't, so you gotta research what lizards you're getting. Okay. Some lizards only eat insects, some lizards only eat, I guess that could be a con. They're picky. Like, when we first got this dude, he, would not eat his greens at all. Now he does. Eats them willingly. First thing I ever got him to eat, actually, when we first got him, was a piece of pineapple. I just held it in his, like, face, and he started eating it, and that was his first meal in, like, 3 days. I mean, even if you wanted to, you just, like, had him, like, chilling on your desk or something, and then you, I don't know, we're eating, like fruit, like a grape or something, and just give it to your skink. Why'd you eat a single grape? You'd eat, like, say you're eating grapes, and then you just give one to your lizard. Oh my goodness! He'll like wait where he put it, where his food dish is, and he'll just wait for us to feed him. And he'll like stare at us whenever we walk by his enclosure. And he'll try to eat your fingers if you stick him in there, so you be careful. Also, I guess like this would be a con. When you're handling your lizards, you're much more likely to get cuts. because they have nails and snakes do not. So that's something that's good. They're pretty cool. I think they're just about as cool as a snake, but they're much more fun to interact with because snake, he just kind of slithers around and tries to get away from you. But he'll actually climb on top of you, you know, lick you. Skink things. Alright, well, I think that's the end of this lizard thing. Do you have anything to add at all? Nothing? No pros, no cons? No reasons to get one, no reasons to not? Alright. Alright, so I might be able to actually get this uploaded on time, so that'd be great. So we got my tortoise. He's a Herman's tortoise. Got a nice pattern. He doesn't appreciate being held that way. I disturbed him. He was sleeping out back. He's dirty. He's got mud on him. Got fruit juice on him. He's got dog hair stuck on him because he likes to, or he doesn't like to. My dog likes to, like, I don't know, give him kisses and cuddle with him. Pretty sure she thinks he's a puppy, or like a puppy. She doesn't realize he's fully grown. Yeah. She understands the concept of pets, kinda. She understands that humans like to keep them. So whenever we bring an animal, she doesn't try to kill it. Which if she's an animal that we didn't bring, she does try to kill it. That's pretty interesting. Like, she's seen all of our animals and she's interacted with them just fine. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, maybe I should have her in a video soon. This guy needs a bath. I should probably do that too. So, you know, if you want to see that, subscribe, notifications, so you know you can see that. I'm trying to grow my channel. Alright. Let's talk about pros and cons of a tortoise or turtle. We're just gonna say it's my personal opinion. Tortoises are better for several reasons. You don't need expensive water equipment to keep water flowing. You don't need a huge aquarium or paludarium or whatever you're using. You just get the tortoise. That's all you need. Some cases you don't even need an enclosure. You just throw it in your backyard and bam, you got tortoise. So yeah, tortoises are better. You can handle them more often. They'll come up and feed. They don't have to, like, some turtles need to go underwater to swallow. Tortoises don't have to because they're land animals. So yeah, they're just better. I don't know why anyone would choose a turtle over a tortoise. I mean, I guess turtles look better. And they, oh my goodness, the baby is banging things. What are you doing? Alright. Here I was rambling on about how turtles are trash and tortoises are epic. Pretty much. They're fun to interact with. They're kind of boring to hold because you're basically just holding a rock doing shit. Let's be clear. I'm gonna stop the video. Alright, so I forgot where I was at because we had technical difficulties. Still got the tortoise though. He didn't poop or pee, as in another one of my videos he did, and I said that was a technical difficulty. I mean, my tripod's leg broke and it like fell and almost hit me. So yeah, I had to edit a bunch of stuff out because I cursed. And that's not good. Gotta be family friendly so the kids can learn about tortoises as well. I believe it left off at how much better turtles are than tortoises, or tortoises are than turtles. I know I said in the beginning that it's like snakes, lizards, and turtles, but I mean, like, believe it or not, tortoises are a type of turtle. Turtles aren't tortoises, but tortoises are turtles. So I hate it when people say that tortoises are turtles, but they are technically correct. They don't know it, they just go, ooh, thing with shell, that's a turtle, but they are right. So, got a bit sidetracked. What are the pros to owning a tortoise? I believe I already said that they're fun to interact with. No, they're boring to hold because it's basically just a rock. What else? They're fun to feed, especially if you get like something that's like thick and like crunchy. You can like watch them eat, and you can hear like the crunch. It's pretty satisfying. What are other pros? They're cute, especially when they're babies. They're fun to raise, although some might take too long, and you can die before they they reach adulthood. Some tortoises live a very long time, like Herman tortoises on average live about 50 years with proper diet and care. Some have been known to live up to 90 though, so these are lifetime companions compared to a snake, like a corn snake that dies in like 14 to 20 years, or a lizard that dies in just about the same amount of time or less, depending on the species. Someone's at the door? That was cute. That was Junior. He's a ginger. I don't know if that's going to be in the video or not. But, yeah, that's Junior. Oh no, Isaac! Okay, where we left off, we had a few technical difficulties. By that I mean the tripod broke again. And I didn't record when Isaiah had to walk out. Or I was recording, so that's a bit of an issue there. Still got the tortoise in my lap. I had to fix the tripod again. I'm hoping that this time it lasts long enough for me to finish recording. If not, I'll just fix it again. We're going to cons. Oh yeah, cons. These guys can live longer than you. They can also be lifelong companions, so they're hard to care for. You know, because you might be old and then you can't care for your tortoise very well. But your tortoise is still, he's still kicking it, happy, chill, vibing. Not many cons for tortoises. They do take up a lot of room, depending on the species, of course, because some get huge. Like, some will weigh about as much as me, some will weigh like 3 times my weight. You know, I'm like 145, 150, around there. Pounds. Some people use other units of measurement. I do not. We live in America, California, actually. Okay, I started rambling again. That's good though. I like rambling. It's fun. But I'd love to get a bigger tortoise. Just because I feel like this guy doesn't appreciate giant things coming and like rubbing his face. He doesn't really care, but like other species that are bigger, I'm sure they appreciate it more. But the bigger ones also tend to live longer, so there's a bit of a thing there. I just looked at my ring light and now I'm blinded. Alright, I think that's it. Isaiah? Anything you want to add before I make my final decision on which one's the best one? Because I don't even have my decision made. I just had to go over the pros and cons and then I had to decide. I should have actually written out a layout for the video, but I did not. Because I'm just that big brain.
Cornflake Daddy.
You wanna give a reason there, Buster?
He's cool.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. That's actually one of the pros for him, remember? You're paying attention to my talk. Alright, so the final verdict for the best one. Has to be snake, definitely. At least just to start out with. You don't need a whole lot of space. Depending on the species, you don't need a lot of experience. They're easy to care for. If you mess something up, like a tortoise, if they get one small mess up in their lighting or their diet, they could get severe pyramiding, and that is a terrible issue. You do not want pyramiding your tortoise. I believe I mentioned it in some of my other videos. I don't think I ever went in depth through it, so maybe I'll go do that for another video. Pyramiding, how to prevent it, and all that. Got sidetracked again. I apologize. I've been getting sidetracked a lot while recording this video. They don't need that much enclosure space. Of course, some snakes do, because some snakes are huge. Right now I'm referencing my corn snake. He lives in a 20-gallon long. He's chill. He spends most of his time burrowed. He comes out at night. I don't know if they're nocturnal or not, actually. But yeah, I'd say snakes are the best reptile to start out with. I mean, obviously there'd be other, if I were to include different exotics, like, or to pick fish of any kind, I'd probably do fish. Like a betta fish would probably be the better one. Better, because yeah, I'm done. Alright, well, I think this is the end of my video. If I decide to add anything, I can just stick it in before I start talking. Yeah, alright, so bye. Please subscribe if you like my content, if you want to see more of it. Turn on notifications so you actually get notified and you can see it when it comes out. Also, Timmy says bye as well. Isaiah, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Alright, so now we're going to part ways. I hope you join me next week. Trying to upload every week. If I cannot, I will upload 2 videos next week. Goodbye.